This morning we got another French drain. I got my laser set up and kind of got my elevations all shot, and I was over here with them the other night and we kind of marked or painted out a line. But basically the reason I'm not coming in here and just kind of recutting and shaping the swell is he's actually planning on base rocking all this, and he wants to keep it as flat as he can. I guess when he works on his old cars, he's going to dig about a 300-foot ditch and put that drain pipe in, and then fill it in with the rock and just run it around both sides of the house, because it's just, I think it's just a flat back here. There's just nowhere for it to run, and it actually is just oozing and pumping out of the side of the hill, from which I'm thinking is the ground down here is so saturated it can't take on any more water, so now it's working its way back up. So by digging this drain, and basically about, I don't know, kind of right out from the nose of that car, that's the high point, and then it starts dropping off that way and this way. So I'm actually going to just run one pipe, but we're going to have a break in it where everything from the front of there will kind of drain around and daylight out that way, and then the rest of it will kind of run around. And I'm just going to go ahead and be on the safe side and just run it on out to where it daylights out at the end. We'll just fill the whole thing full of clean rock, and it should be able to just rock right over it. So this will actually, we'll still put the fabric in the bottom and the sides, put the pipe down in there just to keep the mud out of it. But I don't know if I'll cover it, because I think I'm just going to put base all the way to the top, because like I said, eventually he's going to come in here and just base rock this whole thing, I guess, out to where maybe it starts going up the side of the hill is the plan. So we'll just get this drain put in there and see if we can't get the side of this hill drained off for now. And I'll start digging. I got everything set up. I think I've picked a spot somewhere around in here. I'm going to dig down 10 inches here first, and then drop it an inch every I think 8 feet's what I got figured out. So which it actually works out, because from that point to the end down there is 29.5 inches of fall at the corner, and we need about 28 if we go 10 down there, and then another 18 inch, if you do the inch of drop all the way around there. So it sounds like it'll work out pretty good, and I guess we'll get the excavator fired up and find out. Well, my visitors that came, I keep finding these stickers all morning long. But it's also weird that, because Dirt Perfect wasn't here, I didn't think, but yeah, these stickers keep popping up, so we'll take a look back here and I'll show you some more that I found. And these are the ones I've seen so far, but we got another shooters here. Oh, look at the cone. Another Dirt Perfect. Another shooters here. We'll walk over and look at the excavator. I found 2 on there so far, so I bet there's more because these are probably going to keep popping up for quite a while. But we're basically back to where I was at on Friday. We're going to re-dig my ditch for the drain and then hopefully try to get the drain in there. I got this wrapped up Friday. I don't even know if I finished my video on Friday, but I got this dug on Friday, took the last bucket out, and then a monsoon showed up. So it's not bad. Some of it kind of fell back in, but it was a little low in that spot. I dug some big rocks out, but luckily this guy's yard is rocky enough because we got like 3/4 of an inch of rain this morning, and you can see some water and stuff standing in places, but it's good and solid because it's so rocky. So I guess that's a plus for this soil. But what do you know, struck again. So yeah, we'll start maybe trying to keep track or counting a little bit, but I'm gonna guess that there's probably quite a few more of these that'll pop up this week, so be kind of a fun little game. But yeah, I'm gonna redig it with the excavator, and then I'll probably get it dug out, cleaned up, go back and get the loader. I'm basically going to take most of the stuff on the side and push off. I'll try to get the drain pipe in there and get the clean rock back on. And part of it in the back, I'm going to put the clean rock all the way to the top because he's just going to rock that whole area. And then as it comes around the corner of the house, I'm going to put a little less rock and put the fabric back over the top and try to find some of this stuff that's got smaller rocks and some dirt and put in there. But we got more rain coming in this afternoon, tomorrow, and some more severe storms on Wednesday. So we're gonna try to get this thing, at least if I can get the pipe in there and get the majority of it covered up, I can kind of finish doing the cleanup and stuff later on. But I'd like to get the pipe in there at least. So well, let's get to that. Got the fabric in there. Like I said, this guy works for like a piping and supply company, but for some reason, instead of like the big 6 or 8 foot wide heavy duty fabric rolls, he got me some of the 4 foot wide 250 feet long rolls. So I ended up having to put 2 pieces on there, and it's still going to be pretty close on if I'm going to be able to fold it over and put it over the top. But yeah, we got everything. It does have fall. I know it looks all wavy. I'll try to put these bigger rocks on here. I'm going to just be careful dumping the clean rock in there so it doesn't pull the fabric and stuff down. I'm hoping I just get the clean rock in here for tonight, and then I'll cut off what I don't need down there, and then last thing I'll come back and kind of clean all this up. But at least if I can get the clean rock in there, it won't mess up what I've done so far. But yep, we'll fire the loader up and start trying to get this thing filled in. got the ditch filled in somewhat last night for the most part. Yeah, with knocking the track off, working late, and then last night we had a nice little thunderstorm with about 2 to 3 inches of rain. So at least I got it filled in enough it didn't cave back in, and it actually looks to be working fairly well. So as you can kind of see, there's the water running down the side of the hill. It runs over here, kind of disappears into that rock and that drain. It's kind of hard to tell. If you look like right there, you can see it trickling and running, but it's draining out really well and running out of here. Like I said, I'll cut this pipe off. I'm gonna do all my cleanup work first. I'll kind of cut it off out here when I get done, and then dress up around that. Maybe put some bigger rocks right there at the edge of it. But yeah, it's doing the same thing on the other side. So I guess that's one good way to test it, is get a lot of rain one evening. But yeah, now we're gonna throw the fabric, get kind of it straightened up, clean it up over the top of it, and try to get this thing wrapped up for today. Here's the, I guess, completed parts for this phase. We're just kind of getting it roughed in and getting the drainage. And have me sprinkle some clean rock back here. It looks better. It's kind of weird. It's like it's a rough finish grade, but I guess for what they're wanting to do right now, it came out pretty well. Like I said, there's what's left of the brush. It's still kind of, some of it's still kind of brown. One of them moved it today and it kind of lit up again, so we're just gonna leave it there and let more of it burn out. And then I added some more rock down this side for them, and kind of widened up where they can pull off there, pull up and then back up and stuff. And maybe come back in the fall and see about doing some more. I think he's just trying to do as much as he can on his own, so he just saves up a little bit of money at a time. We do a phase or part of it, and then we'll come back later on. This will get him for now.